Cinderella and the Enchanted Forest, a story by Moonlit Tales for Kids. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom, lived a kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. She had a heart of gold, but was always treated poorly by her wicked stepmother and stepsisters, who made her do all the chores from dawn until dusk. One sunny morning, Cinderella was walking in the forest to gather firewood. She loved the serenity of the woods, where she felt free from her stepfamily's harshness. As she ventured deeper, she heard a soft, magical tune carried by the wind. Following the sound, Cinderella stumbled upon an enchanted forest that shimmered with an ethereal glow. There, amidst the sparkling trees and singing birds, Cinderella found a talking deer. "Greetings, Cinderella," said the deer. "Tonight, the palace is hosting a grand ball, and every maiden in the kingdom is invited." "But how can I go?" Cinderella sighed, looking at her ragged clothes. Just then, her fairy godmother appeared in a burst of sparkles and magic. "Fear not, dear Cinderella," said the fairy godmother with a warm smile, waving her wand. In an instant, Cinderella's tattered clothes transformed into a stunning gown of silver and blue, and on her feet appeared delicate glass slippers that glimmered in the twilight. "But remember," the fairy godmother warned, "the spell lasts only until midnight." With a carriage made from a pumpkin and mice turned into horses, Cinderella arrived at the palace. The grand ballroom was filled with music, laughter, and the most elegant guests. Yet when Cinderella walked in, all eyes turned to her, captivated by her beauty and grace. Prince Charming, entranced by her presence, couldn't take his eyes off her and immediately asked her to dance. They twirled and spun across the dance floor all night, and Cinderella felt as though she were living in a dream. She laughed and talked with the prince, who found her kind and genuine heart even more enchanting than her appearance. As the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. Panic set in, and she dashed out of the palace, leaving behind one glass slipper on the grand staircase. She hurried home, her dress transforming back into rags just as she reached her doorstep. The next day, Prince Charming was determined to find the mysterious maiden who had captured his heart. He searched the entire kingdom, visiting every house, but the slipper didn't fit anyone. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, the stepsisters tried the slipper in vain, their feet much too big. Finally, Cinderella stepped forward and asked to try the slipper. It slid on perfectly, and Prince Charming recognized her immediately. He fell to one knee and asked her to be his princess. Overwhelmed with joy, Cinderella accepted. They were married in a joyful ceremony and lived happily ever after, often visiting the enchanted forest where their magical adventure began.